Hi, I'm Summer. Welcome to practice today. You might want to have one or two blocks and a strap. You can also use whatever you have around the house. Let's get started. Take a moment to sit in a comfortable position and close your eyes. And just taking 3 slow breaths. Bring your whole self here. As we open up the hip flexors, which is the junction around the front of your thigh, where your legs meet your pelvis, we'll also open up the thighs, the quadricep muscles, and the hamstrings. I invite you to enjoy the journey. So often we're focused on the end result. Enjoy the texture, the sensations, the aliveness in your body with whatever your experience is on the mat today. Keeping your breath flowing, blink your eyes open, and we'll begin in tabletop, all fours. Spread your fingers, make a good foundation, and stretch your right leg straight back with starting toes on the ground, and just rock a little forward and back as you spread your toes, and make the middle of your table fortified and strong. So engage your abdomen, lift your front rib cage into the back of the body and press your hands into the ground. Now, next inhale, pause and lift your right leg high up, keeping your toes spiraling down to the ground so your glutes don't dominate there. Continue pressing into your hands and lift your leg a little higher. And now point your right toes and see if you can lift one more notch a little bit higher. So it's really at a peak here for warming up the glutes and lengthening your leg. Just one more breath. Now, keeping your leg straight, circle it over to the right, point the toes, and lightly tap the floor next to your right hand, in that vicinity at least. And then slowly bring it back, spiral your leg in, and lift your heel. We'll do that 2 more times. Take it in a half circle, tap. Slowly bring it back behind you, spiral your leg in like a corkscrew and lift. Last one, warming up our hips, building some heat, no doubt. Have fun with it. Lift and lower. Tuck your left toes, rock a little bit. Notice if there's tension more so on one side than the other. Here in the calf zone, the ankles, the sole of the foot. Just noticing without judgment. And pause, float your leg up. You might even look over your shoulder and turn your toes down a little bit more, then point them. Lift up again. Press into your hands, lift the mid-table up. One more time, lift to the peak. All right, now keep your legs straight and long as you circle it over to your left and around, tapping somewhere near your left hand. Bring it up, circle it back, spiral it in. Gaze is forward as you repeat again. Keep pressing through your hands, strong, straight forearms. Last time, circle, very slow motion, building heat. Bring it back and place your knee down. Very nice. Downward dog, tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips. And slowly walk your dog. Lift up high on your tippy toes. Turn your seat high. Press your thighs back and melt your heels downward. Once again, lower your knees back to table. Point your toes. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, circle it over. And this time, step your right foot onto the mat, coming into a lunge with your back toes tucked. Lift the knee. Start with your arms to the inside of your front leg. You can rock a little bit. Hug your inner thighs in. Stretch your chest forward. And now as you rock your hips back, lower your back knee. Feel free to stay with straight arms or come down on elbows. You could even put a block underneath. And circle the hips around. Pick one direction. And reverse your circles. Getting into the hamstrings as well as the hips here. And then holding your lizard here, turn your right toes now to the right, angle the foot to the right. Come onto the outer edge of that foot, the pinky edge, as you flex the toes. And then walk your hands or forearms over to your left. If you're on your forearms, slide your right arm out and away from you. Bow your head. Breathe, opening the sides of your body. Press your right thigh towards your back foot, opening the inner thigh. And after your next out breath, bring yourself all the way back. Heel to your right foot. Come up into high lunge here. Take a moment to stretch your legs. And now we'll step the back foot a short step in. So you're about 3 to 3.5 feet as you ground your heels and align them. Hands could also come on blocks. Inhale, look forward. Hug your legs with power as you bow. You want to feel, as you fold here, your leg muscles draw in and up. You want to feel that you're squaring your hips to the top of the mat. So gently steer the right hip back in space, left hip forward. Inhale again, look forward and keep pressing your thighs back. Then this time lift the toes. Maybe walk your hands forward a little more and fold. We want to focus on building strength here in the hamstrings. We can do that by grounding the heel down and back. Press the heel into the mat like you're making a stamp. Bring your toes more upright. This is where you know you're alive. Enjoy the journey. Free up the energy of the body here. Now plant the right foot flat. With your right hand, hold the back of the right heel. You're going to step in just for a moment, lift your left leg, point the toes, and fold. Does not matter where your leg goes. Turn the top leg in like the corkscrew. And then step back to lunge. Very nice. Step back to downward facing dog. Lower your knees. Inhale, lift your left leg back and up. Exhale, circle it around. Step it onto the mat. Both hands to the inside of the front leg. I like to come on fingertips, look forward. You can rock a little. Front to back. Long torso to free up your lower body. Brings a lovely sense of deeper breath, calmness. Rock your hips back, lower your back knee. Maybe stay, maybe come down onto your elbows. Heel to your left foot a little bit more to the left. And you can do some hip circles. Stir it up. This creates a lot of lovely release and heat as you keep your left foot fixed, your back knee fixed and steady. Reverse the circles. Breathing, working with your body, with your breath. Hold steady. Turn your left toes to your left. Come onto the pinky edge of your left foot. Walk your forearms or hands over to your right. If you're on your elbows, slide your left arm out and away, crawling on the left fingertips to give access to lengthen from your left waistline through your side body, rib cage, to your lats, your shoulder, your arm. Breathe here. Press down into the foundation. Push the floor away. That will build stability, healthy boundary. Begin to walk your hands in. Bring your left foot back. Come up to your high lunge. Left hand holds the back of your left ankle. You're going to step. Oh, I forgot something. I don't want to forget this first. Step your back foot in. Shorter stance, look forward, Parsvottanasana. Square through the pelvis as you bow. So pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Keep pressing your thighs to the space behind you. Again, inhale, look forward. Lift the toes of your left foot. Stamp the heel down and back. If this is too much, do flat left foot. Folding up and over, you're continuously grounding the heel down and back, down and back. Feel your leg muscles draw in and up like a hug. That's so essential for releasing tension in your legs. Now look forward, left foot flat. Hold the back of your heel with your left hand. Step in. Point the right leg and fold. Standing split or Urdhva Prasarita Padottanasana. One more breath. Spiral your leg in. And then step forward. Right foot next to left. Feet wider than outer hips. Hold opposite elbows and bow. This is really lovely after that work we just did. Steady breath. Rooted feet. Keep lifting your hips, lift your seat. Give your legs a sweet hug. Now place your fingertips on the floor or, of course, blocks. Look forward. Keep lifting your seat high. Walk your hands over to your right, a little angle. Crawl the arms so they straighten away from you and fold. Plug back to your left hip. Look between your hands and crawl all the way over to your left angle. Once again, straight arms and bow. Unwavering, steady feet. Strong legs. Look between your hands. Bring your hands straight out in front. As you look forward, lengthen your spine. Feel your sacrum lifting, and then turn your hands backwards and walk your hands towards the back of your mat. So your hands thread somewhat between your legs. You might need to bend your knees. That's not a problem. You're using a little bit of abdominal strength here to contract into the fold. Legs are strong. Again, thighs press back and wide. Imagine pulling your thighs apart. That is a lovely release for your hamstrings. After your exhale, look forward, bring your hands under your shoulders, heel toe your feet in so they're either hip bone distance or all the way together. One more time, look forward, and this time, if available, as you bow, hold the back of your heels. Rock the weight more to the upper foot, the ball mound of the feet. One more breath. Good. Place your fingertips, step the right leg back, and lower your right knee down. Bring your hands to your front thigh, Anjaneyasana. Stack the hands. Press forward towards the front of the mat, towards your knee even, as you bring your pelvis deeper down. Point the back toes and press strongly through the back foot. Keep pressing the back foot and lift your knee. Hover your knee. Steady breath. Fix your eyes on an unmoving spot. After your exhale, lower your back knee. Now, pointing the back toes, squeeze the right heel any degree in towards your seat, and slow motion with the brakes on, lower back down. You might need to pad your knee. Continue. There's a balance component. We're contracting the hamstrings here. Lower. One more time, bring it in. And now we'll reach for the right foot with the right hand for the classical thigh stretch here. You're pressing the heel towards the outer hip. You could also modify by placing a block to the inside of your front ankle, placing your hand lower down. Spiral your right side forward so you square your hips and chest straight ahead. Feel free to bring your left arm in front, bright inner body. Plug the arm bone back towards the socket, then stretch it up and lift up out of the pelvis. So your arm goes higher because you're rooting down to stretch up. It's a whole body experience. One final breath here. Slowly left hand to thigh. Slow with the brakes. Let go of the back foot. Release it down. Place the hands. Tuck the back toes. Step forward. Look out in front of you. And now as you bow, interlace your fingers and stretch your knuckles to the sky, then overhead. Could also use a strap between your hands. Again, stretch your knuckles up to the sky so you engage strength in your upper back, then arms overhead. One more time. Knuckles to the sky, then overhead. After your exhale, release your fingertips down and step your left leg a long step back. Lower your knee, pat it if you think you need it. Point the back toes. Stack your hands on your front thigh. Press forward and down. Even here, can you square off your pelvis more? Right hip back, left hip forward. This should feel so good as you're aligning not only your physical body, but with your breath, your energy body. Steady eyes, lift your back knee. So this is a lot of work. I know you're pressing the top of the foot down. This is activating muscular strength here. We are always working strength, balance of boundary with stretch. After your next out breath, lower the knee. That got the sweat going, I know. And then pointing the back toes, squeeze left heel in. With the brakes on, slowly bring it back down. Again, pick it up, squeeze the heel in any amount, and lower. Notice the difference between sides. This time as we bring it in, left hand reaches for the foot. Hold the inner foot if you can, and aim the heel next to the outer hip. Square your belly, your chest, your hips all straight ahead. Right inside, make space from within. Get tall. Feel that you're rooting down to stretch up. Perhaps bring your right arm in front, plug the arm bone back, then reach high. So it's integrated. As you root down, you can stretch higher up. Breathe. Both hands back to your thigh. Slow motion. Release your left foot down. Very nice. This time as you place your hands, downward dog, step back. Inhale, lift the right leg high, point the toes, keep the pelvis squared, and exhale, lightly tap the right toes to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Now keep your leg straight, circle it over towards the right outer hand, take it back up. Exhale again, circle and tap. Take it back up and place the foot down. Nice little core work. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, tap the left toes to the mat. Inhale, float the inner thigh up and tap. Inhale, lift, look forward, circle your leg over to the left and around and tap. Circle it back around and up. One more. Push through your hands. You can rock your shoulders forward a little bit. Very nice. Lower your knees. Keep your toes tucked. Sit back on your heels for a moment. Lean back a little bit. Come to kneeling, point your toes. Strong belly, strong thighs, head in line with pelvis. Lean back, find an edge. Come forward, inhale. Exhale back. Press your shins. Inhale forward. One more time, back. And forward. Come to all fours and downward dog. Left leg forward pigeon. With your knee wider than your hip, bow. Feel free to stay there. Or put your left hand on your thigh and twist to your left. Use your hand to ground your outer leg and stretch your left leg long for one more breath. Feel free to stay or squeeze the back heel in. Reach back and pull in. Release, downward dog. Switch sides. Come low with length. Lengthen your spine. Right hand to thigh twist. Feel already so much opening, so much freedom in the body. Point the back foot, reach, heel to outer hip. Have a seat, sitting on your right side. Bring your legs around, hands behind you just for a little windshield wiper mobility moment. Turn your head away from your knees, looking over your shoulder. A full twist. And when you've completed both sides, recline all the way back for Shavasana. Stretch your legs long. Place your body with care. Drop right into this dynamic stillness. Notice if you can take deeper breaths. As we open up the lower body, this will affect our capacity to breathe. The diaphragmatic capacity is going to open. You're going to hopefully feel calmer, steadier, maybe ready to go tackle some tasks, or even just able to be more present and savor the rest of your evening or day ahead. Thanks for being here. Be sure to subscribe, leave your comments. We love this community. We're so grateful every time you get on the mat with us. See you next time.